Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I thought that I'd do another quickie. And this quickie is a comparison with glossy accent, pops of color, or Nuvo drops. I maintain that it's worth the money to spend the extra on the Nuvo drops, especially when you can get them on sale at certain places for around $2.50 a bottle. So, what we're going to be looking at are these several kinds of drops. I've got two pops of color, one in white and one in clear. I've got two Nuvo, one in white, and I didn't have a clear, but this is a crystal drop or a jewel drop, so pretty close to clear. And then just plain old glossy accents. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a comparison of how they lay down. And I'll start with the glossy accents. And that runs about $6 for 2 ounces. The pops of color, when not on sale, are $3. When they're on sale, they're $2.49. The Nuvo at Scrapbook is $3.50 for an ounce. But you can get it as low as $2.75 at Only One Life Creations. So we'll see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do varying sizes of drops of each of these. And of course, my glossy accents clogs constantly. So I am okay with that because I still like the way that they dry. And I'll show you in the end the dried ones. So you'll see that these level off immediately. They are a little bit, a little bit more liquidy. But they do level off and they stay nice and round if you happen to make them round in the first place. So now let's go in with the pops of color. And I do kind of squeeze a little bit out off to the side just to be fair, because sometimes with the pops of color, when you squeeze them out, when you do a first squeeze, they'll blob out a whole bunch, which really can wreck a card. So I'm going to try to sort of get the drops the same. And I'm not going to do any fancy moves necessarily because let's face it, I'm not good at those fancy moves. So I want something where I don't have to do that. And you'll see immediately, instead of making little balls, I've made, let me get up close here. I've made basically, and I hope you can see it, chocolate chips. Chocolate chips. And they've got that tip on them. And then we'll go in with the Nuvo drops. And I'll squirt some of that off to the side as well to make sure I'm primed. And I made a chocolate chip, but look what happened. It's immediately self-leveling. If you look at the pops of color, they're still chocolate chips. Lift this one up so you can see. Yeah, I'm way off camera. It's very hard zoomed in to do that. But you can see they've leveled off. They're not chocolate chips. They're not perfect, but again, I'm the person laying them down, and now I'm moving stuff around. So let's go in with the opaque. We'll go in with the white pops of color. And that one, when I try and clear it off to the side, it makes a huge blob. So more chocolate chips. And I'm trying to get it as small as I possibly can, from a large to a small. And then I'll go in with the Nuvo opaque white drops. And of course I'll blob a little bit off to the side, only a tiny bit comes out. And I'll go ahead and lay those large to small, and no fancy maneuvers, just laying them down. And they are already starting to self-level. Sorry, I got myself out of the picture there, but let me pick this up and show you how those have already self-leveled. Now, if you try to do it like that, look what happens to the pops of color. They turn into little discs. So sure, they level off, but they're not round anymore. The Nuvo held their shape, and the glossy accents fairly well held its shape too. So here's the look when dry. There's the glossy accents, and it made the black darker. The pops of color were more crystally, but they're still chocolate chips, as well as the white pops of color are still chocolate chips. And then there are the Nuvo drops. Let me get over to them here. There's the Nuvo drops. And again, I probably got too close, but you see how they nicely rounded off. So in summation, I feel like, you know, the pops of color are going to work in some instances, but if you want your card to come out very nicely, you're going to need to go ahead and make the investment in the Nuvo drops. I hope you enjoyed this Quickie video. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscription button. Have a great day.